How's it going, everyone? I'm George Ash. This is the Fangirl Podcast. You're in for a good one today. I'm joined by my colleagues Jennifer Smart and Marley Baldridge. We talk a lot about D&D today, Overwatch and Battleborn, haunted houses, the Bioshock Infinite ending. I know we're a little bit late on that one, but, it's our first episode. We had to talk about everything. And they discussed a lot of comics, which I know absolutely nothing about, so let me know how they did, because it all kind of went over my head there for a bit. If you want to know more about us, you can check us out at fangirlthemag.com. We're a women's interest entertainment website. Besides that, I think we should just get straight into the podcast. Let us know what you think, and thanks for listening.
Discuss the how we wanted the podcast set up first, because I don't know if you guys have been discussing that at all, but so far I've just been told it's a podcast.
Yeah, that's about where we're at, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
For one.
What beats are you guys again?
I'm supposed to be comics, but sometimes I do other things.
Okay.
Mostly comics, 75% comics.
Sweet. I'm all gaming.
Comics and games and other things too.
Sweet.
I just started my first D&D campaign.
I'm jealous. Where are you again?
I'm in Iowa right now.
Iowa?
I'm in Cedar Rapids.
Okay, I guess there's nothing else to do but D&D, so...
Right. And video games and comics and
there you go.
work.
What else do you need in life, though?
Yeah, it's very true. And my cat.
And your cat.
There we go.
You have the whole package just right there.
Set up.
Because don't you play Pathfinder, Marley?
Hmm?
Are you the one that plays Pathfinder? What?
Yes, I am. Right now I'm an 8th level rogue. We just got out of a dungeon, so...
Nice.
It's very exciting. Very exciting time.
Yeah, you've left a few fangirl meetings early to go play, haven't you?
Yes, and I missed the last two because... it's D&D day, and whenever Fangirl is meeting is the day when everybody has time to go to Pathfinder, because the last few times we actually had to cancel because one of the DM, or I guess it would be the DM, the PM, whoever is in charge in Pathfinder, he's an English major and he keeps forgetting about assignments that are due that week, so he cancels. And then he starts writing a novella. Last time he had to write half a novella in a day because he had to workshop it on Monday. So
he just needs to start making his writing related to D&D. Combine them.
Yes, exactly.
Start writing out his campaigns and submit it as his assignment.
A little too.
My dad actually started to do that with my very first campaign. My brother and I, we were 10 and 11, so he was an English major, and he started to write a novel based on our campaign.
It's pretty awesome.
Which I'm really glad that didn't go anywhere because we were really young and yeah. My brother went. I think one of our favorites is he used detect magic in a wizard's tower and was blinded for a day.
That's so funny. That's really PG though. Couple of this past fall, if we're sharing D&D stories, because I'm a rogue, I'm supposed to be disabling traps, and we were freeing some slaves, and they were working in an opium den. It wasn't an opium den, it was some other mythical drug, but we were in there and I was trying to disable this trap, and instead I failed the reflex save that allows me my second chance if I fail to disable the trap. And it exploded in this drug. So I had this drug all over my face, raw contents, and apparently it made me so high for the rest of the campaign that day that I was fighting people who weren't there. So I was rolling against creatures who weren't there, and then the DM would roll to see if they were fictional or not once I defeated them.
Wow.
So, he's kind of mean.
Apparently.
It makes really good stories, so.
Yeah. I just picked up, because I haven't DM'd before, so I picked up the new Ravenloft book, and I've been doing that. and that's fun.
What's that?
It's oh, here it is.
Oh, how convenient.
So it's
You didn't even have to go.
it's right beside me.
Okay.
So it's got everything in it that you would need for a campaign, so you don't like start from scratch.
Oh.
Because I don't know like how to roll the correct monsters, and it's got maps, like a big huge map with it, and it's got like the story all laid out. You just kind of like add to it.
Nice, yeah. I've never DM'd as well. Last time I played was high school, but had a group of friends going. We had a lot of house rules. Like, we just ignored a whole bunch of, like, rules that just made it more boring in our eyes. Like, you know, the daily limits on stuff you can do. Yeah, those weren't really things.
I don't like the people who, like, actually care about, like, how much food you have on you, and it's just so...
No.
I ain't about that life.
Sandbox. That's how, because I'm a rogue, even when I'm fighting things, you have to sandbox, because all I can do is, like, unlock shit and then fire my bow, and then that's my role in the game. So I have to sandbox a little bit to be worth anything in the group outside of a dungeon.
Because I've been tried 5e, which the last time I played was 3.5, so it's been a while. I mean, it's better than 4. I didn't like 4 at all. But I really like the fact that, like, we didn't have to buy the $50 player's manual. Like, we just found a PDF.
PDFs, I love PDFs anyway, because it's just so easy. Especially when you can convert it into a Word doc and then just Control F through 150 pages of what you need.
Yeah, my dad had, like, all of the D&D stuff we use, because he was a total nerd and we played it with him when we were kids. And so we had a couple manuals for everything, but then I also just went and pirated some PDFs and, like, gave them to all my friends. Like, here you go, now everybody has a manual. Make life easier.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, there we go. So apparently Pathfinder and D&D is something we can talk about.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, keep it conversational. No big deal. This is a nerdy podcast.
Yep.
It's cool.
During this past week, I did the Battleborn beta. I just did the Final Fantasy IX on Steam. Comics I haven't really been into lately. I have a whole stack here beside me that I haven't.
Girl, let me hook you up.
Okay.
Oh my god, speaking of betas, I do have a story. So my boyfriend, huge PC gamer, loves it, was gonna play the Battleborn PC beta this weekend, and turns out his thermal compressors or something broke in his computer, and so it had the black screen of death on it. So we took it into the shop to have it looked at, and he was super bummed he wouldn't be able to play the beta, and it was his computer, and that's what he loves to do, so he's super bummed about it. He checks his email today, and turns out for the last round of the Overwatch betas, they sent everybody out invitations, you know? He had an invitation to play the Overwatch beta. And it expires tomorrow at midnight.
Pass that along. Pass that along. Over here. Give it to me. Me.
I've been stealing Jason's. I've been stealing my boyfriend's Overwatch beta.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm like, ugh. I'm sticking with Battleborn for right now. I'm stuck with it. I'm really enjoying it, though.
Playing the both of them, like, I already kind of screwed up with my article that I wrote about Battle Borderlands, because Battleborn has had, like, the worst marketing ever, in my opinion, for video games, because they're comparing it so much to Borderlands.
And Overwatch.
And Overwatch. So what I did in the article, because it was like, oh my gosh, so many months ago, is I compared Battleborn to Overwatch, which I really shouldn't have. Playing the two of them, because there are things in Overwatch that I really kind of wish were in Battleborn. I've only played Battleborn on the PS4, and not on the PC yet. And I didn't play Borderlands on the PC, but playing on the PS4, Battleborn is, like, it's a good thing I played Borderlands, because it's the same exact mechanics. I'm waiting for you to sneeze. It's like...
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. And each and every time I'm like, no, not yet. So, I don't know anything about video games, so if I look like I'm fiddling with stuff over here, it's probably because I am, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
It's all good. I know nothing about comics, so when you guys are talking about that, I'll be like, okay, that sounds cool.
Okay. It'll be a bit of a trade-off.
Exactly, can play off each other. So what do you think so far between comparing Battleborn and Overwatch?
I like Overwatch a lot better, because there are parts in Battleborn that, like, I really wish I could change my character in the middle of a round, because you get those rounds where no one's picked a healer and we're just, like, screwed.
Yeah, there's just a few days left of the beta. I think it ends on Monday or something.
Yeah. Well, and then someone said that they announced that you don't get any of the unlocks that you've gotten, so if you unlock a character, that won't transfer over.
Oh well, back to square one next month. Yeah, I think I'll definitely be picking up the Overwatch beta and Battleborn when it comes out, which they come out at about the same time, so it's going to be difficult trying to decide which one to play. So
I'm on Team Overwatch.
Yeah, I think most people are. I'm still really enjoying Battleborn, though. So, and I don't typically like MOBAs, which they're like, no, this isn't a MOBA.
It's not a MOBA. It's really not. Like, actually, Battleborn is more MOBA-y.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Battleborn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even like MOBAs. I don't play MOBAs, and I'm really enjoying Battleborn.
Closest I got was I played Heroes of the Storm, which I really liked.
Yeah, I played a little bit of them a while back, but...
Oh, kind of transitioning with MOBAs, actually, I saw a really good documentary on Netflix about esports. So I think what was it called? All Work, All Play, that's what it is. So it goes through kind of some of the different teams that like North America has and Korea has, and like where it came from. So that was really cool to watch, because I don't know a lot about esports, especially the MOBA kind. I know more about the fighting game kind. That was a good one to watch.
Yeah, apparently the team who won the Halo World Championship is owned by a Mizzou student who didn't win it. They got second place and still won $500,000. Like, first place was $1 million. And this was late last month, so I'm interviewing that guy next week.
I didn't even know they were still doing Halo tournaments.
They stopped for a while with Halo 4, but they brought it back with Halo 5, which is cool. I like Halo. I haven't played as much of it as I would like, but when I was a kid, Halo was my life.
So is that what you've been playing mostly this week, was just the betas?
Yeah, the Battleborn beta. That's pretty much been it. I've been playing Bioshock 2 again, because I've never finished that, and I finished the Bioshock Infinite DLC probably last month. So, Bioshock is the shit.
You finished one, though, right?
Yeah, I finished one a long time ago. Though my roommate...
You're above me. I didn't do that.
My roommate just finished one last month as well.
I haven't finished a lot of games. I started, I really like Bioshock. And it actually... we went through one of the haunted houses there at Como. It's the one out, near Midway.
Fearfest.
I think so, with the house, the little shack house.
It's Fearfest.
You, walk through. Yeah, so there's a moment where you go... We had people who were already, scared, kind of shitless. There's a point where they have, the intro or whatever, and then someone, stomps on the floor, and then, the chair in the corner, chases you. Because we already walk in there, and we're like, that's not a chair. That's a person. So you walk in there, and you're like, no, this is not okay. So it, chases you through, and you're, running around, and it comes to this, medical room, where there's, things on the slabs, and you're totally expecting them to jump up. I freaked myself out, because I thought that, I thought of the part in Bioshock where it, becomes, really foggy, and then all of a sudden there's, a medical patient in front of you.
Mm.
So I freaked myself out, and nothing even happens in that room entirely, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm out. So I was the one who called it and was like, no, I'm done.
I haven't been in a haunted house in so long. I need to go to one.
I can't do haunted houses. I don't like to scare myself on purpose. Why would I do that? And that's kind of my motto.
See this Bioshock poster behind me? It's Bioshock 2. There we go.
I did. I see.
I like
not the 2. One in Infinite I have. Infinite I never finished because I was told by a certain someone who I was just talking to that it was extremely stupid in the end. How did you feel about the ending?
The ending of Infinite was...
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's been a while since I played it. I don't remember thinking anything wrong with it.
I didn't like it. I watched Jason.
What didn't you guys like about it again? Because it's been a while, but...
So I guess spoiler, but this is where we would do, like, spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't played this, 4-year-old game now? Go ahead. What didn't you guys like about it?
You go. I didn't actually finish the game. This is all secondhand sources about the ending.
Sure. Coming from number 1 and, like, finishing it and doing all of that, it made, like, the ending of Infinite made 1 a cop-out in my, like,
yeah.
It didn't mingle like it should have.
Just finding that they were all different universes and everything? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, they were all book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There will always be a lighthouse.
Oh.
I YouTubed the ending because I didn't want to just play it and fight all the bosses just to see the stupid ending. So, stupid. No offense to you, George. So I YouTubed it and I looked out, and it was like, it totally invalidated all the effort you put into 1 and 2. And it's like, what now? Kind of a thing. It's like, why did I do this entire time? Kind of a thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
They tried to force Elizabeth in on it, because there wasn't an Elizabeth in 1 anyway, about how she's always supposed to be there and you're always supposed to save her or whatever. She wasn't even in 1.
No.
Not until the DLC.
But I mean, 1 you didn't play as Booker, you played as someone else.
But you played as Booker, really. It's like the different dimension Booker.
No, you didn't. You played as Jack in the first one, and he was... I listened to the audiobook of the Bioshock book a few weeks ago. He was the creation of Sander Cohen. He was... who do you kill in Bioshock 1? Not Frank Fontaine. Anyways, the guy you kill with a golf club in Bioshock 1, Sander Cohen, or not Cohen, Frank Fontaine took his, like, kid and genetically modified him and gave him, like, false memories. And really, he's only, like, 4 years old, but he was genetically modified so much to grow super fast and be an adult. And he was given fake memories and then placed on the plane and given the command of, would you kindly, so that he could be ordered around, and he was told to crash the plane. So he wasn't, as far as my understanding, he wasn't Booker. But that's just, I don't know, maybe you're right and I'm just missing something.
No, I mean, because the ending of it was very much like mystical bullshit anyway.
I remember I had to search up so much just to understand the ending.
That was kind of like what I got from it, because they tried to have a very artistic thing from it, so maybe that's not what they were actually going for, but that's kind of what I pulled away from it.
Yeah. I remember being super confused, and I had to do, like, a bunch of research just to be like, what the fuck is going on?
There's supposed to be a comic series that's very much Bioshock-like, Bioshock 1-like, called Low.
Yes, Low has been getting... The first volume, I know, got really good reviews. I don't know about the second run of it. I haven't been keeping up too much on it because it sounded too much like Black Science, so I haven't read it, but Connor might have. But the art is beautiful, and yes, it is very much like Bioshock.
Because it has like a very underwater-y...
It's underwater science colonists type thing, and they're trying to find out the deeper meaning of, like, why are we here? That kind of thing. There's something out there.
Low Volume 1, The Delirium of Hope. So you guys do anything else this week, nerdy related?
Oh my god, I just finished writing a blog post on Doctor Strange. And that's supposed to be run at some point in time. I watched the trailer like 6 or 7, maybe 8 times so far. I'm so pumped about it. Oh god.
I like his accent. I like that because I was really afraid of that he was going to try to do like the British thing. But he's got a really good accent in it that seems genuine.
Yeah. Well, Doctor Strange is from Nebraska, and a lot of people were worried that Cumberbatch wouldn't be able to pull off the American accent because a lot of British people talk like this. oh no, let us go to the inner sanctum, that type of thing. But I think it'll be fine, because he's done plays where he's American in the South, and he did, like, the whole, like, 5 Years a Slave thing, so I have high hopes.
Do we know who the villain is yet?
We know he's played by Mads Mikkelsen. Mads... What's his face? I want to Google it. We don't know who the villain as the character is yet. That is still a mystery to us.
Gotcha. Because really, I don't know a lot about Doctor Strange. I have the compendium.
The Essential Doctor Strange! Oh my god, I just wrote about it. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only villain that I know of is Dormammu.
Dormammu. Yeah, he's the big one, but I don't know if they're gonna go with that storyline. They might just have him being played... The guy... Oh shit, what's his name? The guy who tries to kill the Ancient One and betrays them. Who is that guy? I don't know. You guys don't know. But it'll depend on how far they're planning to take the storyline. Yeah.
Because then there's the, like, in Ant-Man, where he keeps shrinking, and people are like, oh, it's totally playing on Doctor Strange, that he's going into, like, the dimension. I don't know if that's just a fan theory, or if they're actually going to try to cross the two.
I don't know. I haven't heard that, so I can't say.
Right. We can't say a lot. All I saw was, like, the stills that they did in New York of people, like, recording, like, from their offices, like, recording them shooting, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I love the cape. Like, the outfit looks great.
Yes! I'm so happy they're taking more risks as far as costumes are concerned in the movies and making them more unashamed. Yes, I am a superhero, and I may look silly in real life, but this is who I am. Really embracing the geekiness of it. It's all good.
Except for the Spider-Man one. In the latest, and not the latest, but the second to latest, Civil War one. Because I don't, like, there's so many people who are like, it's really, really red. And others are like, that's what it looks like in the comics. But it's like, we're in the movie universe now. It doesn't have to look like the comics anymore. We can actually elaborate and make it not all bright, weird red. It was weirdly red.
I don't know. I see your point, yeah. I don't know, because, like, the people that I talk to are, like, hardcore, like, what do they call it, purists? Like, They have to be pure, but I totally understand that. Like, whenever you adapt a book to a movie, like, shit's gotta change, because it's a different storytelling medium. So, I don't know. I think there's an argument to be made for both. I didn't like his eyeballs. That was my issue with it in the most recent trailer.
Yeah.
It's like, you have Black Panther, who has the most kick-ass costume ever, and then you have Spider-Man, who has emoji eyes. So...
Well, and, like, this is our third installment of Spider-Man. This is not his first time around in the movie universe. Like, do something with it.
Well, Sony owns the... Does Sony still own the rights to Spider-Man?
Yeah,
I think they do.
Yeah.
And that's... Yeah, and that's why they haven't been able to do anything super crazy with it. There's a comic book out there for a Spider-Man universe, because there's, like, 17 fucking Spider-Man universes. There's one where Spider-Man is a black guy in the 1960s as a Black Panther, and he's, like, defeating the Nazis with the power of rock and roll. I really want to see that Spider-Man movie. I also want to see a Spider-Man movie, but...
Spider-Gwen would be cool.
Yeah.
And I think with as many, like, reiterations that we've done of Spider-Man, we need to do something different, and doing Spider-Gwen, I think, would do really well.
Yeah. Spider-Gwen movie right after the Captain Marvel movie, 2019.
Oh my god. So Captain Marvel is, like, my shit. Like, she's my favorite ever. So I hate April Fools with a fiery burning passion. I would skip school days for April Fools because I'm just incredibly gullible. So I don't get on the internet. And I completely threw my phone and, like, hurt myself. I was so, like, I, like, threw it so hard I hurt myself because there was a story that Charlize Theron got cast as Captain Marvel. I'm like, no, this is bullshit. And you click on it, it's like, motherfucker. I'm like, God damn it, no. I'm so pissed.
I imagine the internet would be just really dangerous for you on that day then, if that's the reaction. I have not read any Captain Marvel stuff yet, and I'm really excited to start on the Kelly Sue DeConnick line. Oh my god. So excited.
Well, and the new stuff
that is on my next list, after I catch up with Goddess of Thunder, because Goddess of Thunder is
Are you still on the pre-Secret Wars one, or are you...
No. I'm post-Secret Wars 1, I think. I'm on Volume 1, Goddess of Thunder. I mean, she just picked up the hammer off the moon. So I'm on that one, and I was reading that one. Because I just completely skipped the rest of it. And I don't care about, like, this sounds really bad, but I don't really care about the Avengers as a whole. I just care about them in individual pieces. Sure. And those are the characters I care about. So I was just reading that. And anything Jason Aaron writes is just amazing, so...
I haven't gotten into really, like, the people quite yet. I know Kelly Sue because she's blowing up like crazy. So I grew up watching, like, the X-Men animated, like, the old, like, 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
And so this version, she's partnering up with A-Force, the Canadian version, like, with the Sasquatch guy and, like, the Puck, who's, like, the little midget guy, and it's really good.
I love the superheroes that aren't afraid, the super women that aren't afraid to have short hair. It's not just a dude thing. They have awesome hair. I like it a lot.
Like what they should have done with Quake. So they have her in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Mm-hmm. Have you watched that at all?
I do not watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. The only Marvel show I watch is Daredevil, because I'm a bit of an asshole like that.
I tried to watch Daredevil, it bored me really bad.
You got bored with Daredevil?
I was so bored. I couldn't even finish the first episode.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy. You're the first person I've met who didn't absolutely love Daredevil.
I need to go back, because I want to get into season 2, because it has, like, Elektra, it's got Punisher, like, I want season 2, but I have to finish season 1.
Therein lies the problem.
Right. And I watched the first episode of Jessica Jones, finally, which was really good. So do you know anything about the comic universe, or?
I just know everything about it. Come on. Like, you guys are boring
You're
me
just over
with
here
just...
like,
No, not really. I watch Marvel films. Most of them. Still haven't seen the second Avengers.
Well, you have 2 great resources here if you want to get involved.
What have you guys been watching lately? Any TV shows, movies?
I don't have fucking time for TV shows. I just binge watch them. Like, I set aside a week where I'm like, okay, I'm going to work 2 weeks ahead so that I can just watch my TV shows. Because other than that, I just watch South Park with my boyfriend on date nights. And that's all I watch. So if you guys want to talk South Park, I'm totally in the middle of that. But other than that, no. This past spring break, I finished Downton Abbey, the final season, because I'm a little old lady at heart. And then I watched season 2 of Daredevil.
Nice.
Which was awesome.
What about you, Jennifer? Anything?
I don't watch a lot. Like, my schedule is so awkward. Whatever I do watch is, like, on Hulu right before bed. Like, I'm addicted to Bar Rescue.
Nice. Solid.
They're doing, like, a lot of St. Louis stuff right now, so I'm like, I'm not from St. Louis, but I can appreciate...
I can go to these places.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've been watching... They came out with a new season of Bob's Burgers on Netflix, so I've been watching that. And then Better Call Saul is about to end, but yeah, I work at the front desk of a residence hall, so I literally can get paid to sit there and watch TV. So that's what I do.
Wait, do you work at a residence hall on campus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew of them. I was a transfer student, so I didn't get that experience.
You didn't miss out on much.
No, you really didn't. It's like for a week, In the dorm, like, it's like for a week, you're each other's best friend, and you have summer camp syndrome, where you're, like, making all these great memories, and then by the end of the year, you're like, I don't want to fucking talk to these people anymore.
Yeah.
And you talk to maybe 3 of them.
I was on a floor full of sports journalists, and 2/3 of the floor were girls, and so my wing was all guys, and, like, all the guys wanted to be sports journalists, and I was not about that life, as you can tell by being here, talking about games.
Maybe not the best fit for you.
Yeah, you know, they forced me to start enjoying sports somewhat. So, still can't get into baseball. That's still boring as fuck to me, but...
Oh, I like baseball. That's what I was doing right before this. I was at, like, a minor league baseball game.
Going to a game is different.
Yeah.
But, like, watching on TV and stuff and following it, like, I can't do that. Teach their own, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like football.
See, I can enjoy football, so it's like different strokes for different folks.
I didn't do any of the sports, so middle ground. I'm ambivalent about it all.
Nice.